Welcome to Bonehead Weekly. And this week, we have an interesting. Oh my God. Hold on. Didn't there used to be only two of you all?
Good heavens, we're multiplying.
What happened? Who let the girl in?
There was no sign up saying only boys allowed.
Yes, there was. You turned it around. It was right
Sorry.
out front. I was thinking the other day, do you know who you're most like in pop culture?
Who?
I truly believe this. You've seen the Monster Squad because Chad finally made you watch it.
He did.
You're Phoebe.
Oh, I am Phoebe. Yeah, because I'm just trailing around.
I don't think you try. It's not a pathetic thing at all. It's like, no, I want to go. I want to be. I want to do it. It's
Well,
not.
right before this was
And
we
you all
were
even have
talking.
similar personalities.
Oh, well, thank you, because I
And you
like
both,
Phoebe.
and you both tell people that they're shit or chicken shit or all these things. You're both very insulting.
Oh gosh, I don't think I'm insulting.
Of course not. Awful people normally don't know that they're awful.
Well, this is a
Anyway,
cool topic
it
that you
is a
guys
cool
chose for
topic.
tonight.
And I didn't choose it. It was James. Actually, it's always Chad.
Oh,
But
It's
in
always
this time,
Chad. Chad does everything. I'm just along for the ride.
right. So, James, do you want to explain Chad's idea?
Yeah, so I don't know if you all ever have seen a movie, but lately, when there's a big release or even really kind of a small release in some cases, the kids like the popcorn you see, and they've
They
started
do.
making collectible buckets for
Yep.
popcorn for certain movies. There's been Star Wars one. Mandalorian has an AT-AT. My kids hit me
It's
up
right over
for.
here.
Um,
I can't believe I paid for it.
oh, you got the one from Mando?
Yep. I will. In fact, while you're explaining it, I will get it down right now. I don't know why I
Okay.
didn't. I'll be right. Just keep
But
going.
there's
I've got
there's
two I
been
want to show.
several of these. And so one of the things that I thought about is, hey, I'll be honest, I was looking at the Kentucky Theater in Lexington, Kentucky, does an annual retro film fest where every week they do a retro film. And I thought, there's a bunch of movies that I wish they would have made popcorn buckets for before it was a trend, before it was a thing. And so I pitched to the guys, why don't we, there's Mando on the side. Joe, that scene's not in the movie. Anyway,
Mm,
there's
it isn't. He's right.
but there's a ton of movies that I grew up loving and watching and things like that that I thought, there really should be some retro popcorn buckets made for retro film series. And then it led to the thought we should pitch our own popcorn buckets for movies that we love that don't have popcorn buckets.
So, two things before we get started. Going over them. You ready for this, Barbara?
ready.
Okay. Chad, what's your favorite popcorn bucket that you bought?
I only own one, and it's why I bought it because I I love this Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket. When I
It's a good
saw it,
movie.
and it's a great. I love the movie truly. I have always been a huge fan of Lloyd Kaufman and the Toxic Avenger and all of his other films. And when I saw this at the theater one day, I just had to pick it up and buy it because I just think it's amazing. And when you open it up, the top of the toxic waste barrel, it's green slime on the inside, followed by the logo at the bottom of the barrel.
And you hate popcorn, so
And I do. I truly dislike popcorn. I will not. I don't like eating it. I don't. When I go to the movie theaters, I never order it. I don't like eating
So what
popcorn.
do you snack on when you go to the theater then?
Some kind of candy, or I don't snack at all.
Or the dude next to him.
I just
This
get a
this
so.
this
Usually,
not
my
snacking
choice.
thing is just so
Thank you,
foreign to me.
James. Thank you, James.
My choice at a theater is to have a nice drink with me.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
I don't like snacking.
Yeah, he just walks up to the bar and says, I would like a Tom Collins, please.
and
I
then
want a
Charleston's why they make it. It's the weirdest thing.
what do you mean you don't have a white wine spritzer? So that's Chad's favorite. James, do you have a favorite one?
I've never actually bought
All
one,
right,
and
Barbara, do you have a
I've thought
favorite?
about it, but
See, I'm just glossing over it.
yeah,
You- I have a
if
favorite one and I didn't buy it. What's yours? Which do you have one, Barbara?
I didn't, if I would buy these, what I would have gotten would have been the ghost face that was
Yeah.
hanging out inside that glass casing. I'm sure
Yeah.
you've seen it.
Yeah. Well, so Brandon Griffith, I got to give him his thank you. One of the nicest things he ever did for me. I can't repeat on the show, but one of the things that isn't as nice, but I do appreciate, is I think this is one of to me, this is the as much I like. Actually do like that Toxic Avenger and would have bought one if I'd seen the movie and knew. This Wayland Yutani Alien one is just amazing. And I
That is super
lusted
cool.
I lusted after it forever. And then he actually got me one at a show and I really appreciate it. Even though I have several other ones, I have some Jaws ones and I have a couple others. My kid has several.
Were they
They
sold out or something, Joe, where you couldn't get your
yeah,
hands on
yeah,
one?
yeah.
They were?
I don't
Okay.
think they had them when we went because we went and saw Alien together, didn't we? I know Chad was there. I can't remember if
Hmm.
James or not. I don't remember them having them. Because I would have seen it and I wouldn't have been able to say no. I, so I said all that to say the history of popcorn buckets I'd like to talk about, really. This is usually a James Thomas thing. James, do you have the
Oh
history? If
God,
not,
look, a history. Sorry, I just wanted to do it. I
See,
wanted to do it
I
once.
had the history of popcorn.
Usually it's aimed at me.
you were going to do the
So,
history of popcorn?
Yeah, in movie theaters and why it became popular.
Well, you do that real quick and I'll do the history of popcorn buckets because movie houses were not built on ticket sales, were they, Chad?
Right. No, they are, well, yeah, they were built on concessions because famously movie theaters don't get money from the ticket sales. They get it from the concessions.
But
That's
they
how
get a
movie theaters.
little, and there's a thing, but there's
Yeah,
the ticket sales would never keep a theater open.
right. It's all about the concessions. And when movie theaters were first starting out, it wasn't popcorn that was the most popular. Uh, it was peanuts, but peanuts were too loud. They were crunchy. And then what happened with and there's even like comments from Charles Dickens about the sound of peanuts in the theaters. Um, but what happened is popcorn vendors started showing up outside of movie theaters and selling the popcorn because when movie theaters first happened, it was it was considered low brow to even snack during a movie because you didn't want to get the theaters dirty. They had to stay clean and pristine. But people started buying popcorn outside from these vendors who also were not the cleanliest people ever and sneaking it into the movie theaters and eating it. And after a while, the movie theaters started saying, well, we're going to start selling it. It was around the time of the Great Depression because they had to make money elsewhere. So they chose the cheapest form of food that they could produce, which was popcorn. And from there, it just skyrocketed.
Popcorn and soda. It really is what builds any movie house that you're at. And that's
Hmm.
these popcorn buckets are just another thing that they
And
use
nachos.
and not well. And popcorn buckets, and this is getting real serious for bonehead topic, is just another part of capitalism. It's just another thing that was figured out that we can get more money out to get people to the movie theaters to still get money out of your pockets and keep these things open. And don't get me wrong, I am a big movie fan. All three of us love going to the movies. I know Barbara only likes to go to the movies if it's the perfect temperature outside. She gets the perfect seat in the back. She's able to see the one movie. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for her to give me a.
I thought she
I
froze.
can't, well, I can't really deny any of this because I like a certain spot like at the top.
With the
Yeah.
but
perfect temperature
That's
outside
my
and
I don't
daughter.
perfect
want to sit
snacks
next
She,
to
when they're in
people
the
if I
movie.
don't.
my daughter wants to be at the top at all times.
I've
but by
got
the
to.
way,
I'm
just
getting
if
wanting to be
anybody,
closer to the screen as I get older. I'm weird.
Really?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I even
Dead
I
center row, center seat.
well,
I was
Okay,
going
Siskel,
so
to.
it's, oh, I'm
uh,
sorry, James, go ahead.
Siskel and Ebert said fifth row, but that was back when rows were closer to.
Yeah.
Their cliche line was you want fifth row center, and that wouldn't apply at, let's say, the movie tavern where what's now the third row would be like the fifth row in an old theater with
Yeah, you bought us tickets the other day to The Mandalorian, and they were a little closer than I would have bought. But actually, I enjoyed it. It was a little. I liked being a little closer to the
Let
screen.
me ask you, were you guys in that big, huge screen?
No,
That room with
not.
the big, huge screen? Have you been in that before?
Are you talking of no, he's talking about the we were there at the movie tavern. Are you talking about at Lex Live
Oh, I'm talking
for
about Lex Live.
yeah,
Have you
I've been
been in
in
the big
yeah,
room at Lex Live?
absolutely. Lex Live has the biggest movie screen in the state, I think. I think.
You know
Well,
one that
except for
would,
the Kentucky, but I think they have the biggest screen in the state, I
you know,
think, or one.
I think that's one of the interesting
But
things too, and this is not related to our topic per se,
You know, he's
but
getting off topic when I'm trying to give the history lesson, Chad. I just want you to point this out. I
oh,
still
oh,
haven't
what is
given
this?
the
What does
history
this
lesson.
feel like, Joe? What is this? Now, the old Moorhead Theater, now gone the way of the wicked, had a pretty good sized screen back in the day too, and now
Yeah, it's
a lot
still
of screens
there.
are. Well, I mean, it's now the Fuzzy Duck Coffee Shop, but
But you can still see the screen. So if you're ever
yeah.
in Moorhead, you should totally go. A, Fuzzy
The,
Duck's pretty good, but B, it's a neat place.
the other thing I just want to throw out real quick is if all of a sudden you heard Chad talk about it and you're like, now I have to know the complete history of popcorn. Andrew Smith is a historian that wrote Popped Culture, A Social History of Popcorn. And he actually tracks us how whalers are actually brought it to America. So, I mean, if you want a complete history predating Chad's overview, there you go.
All right. So this is exactly where the whalers brought over the popcorn bucket. Here's the history of the popcorn bucket. And I had a guess, and my guess was actually right. And I bet if you all thought about where the popcorn bucket came from, you could guess it too. That's okay.
I mean,
It,
my guess is it came during poverty when people would bring like metal buckets to fill up their popcorn.
no, not it at all. These designed popcorn buckets for these movies, I was like, it has to be a Disney thing. And it did. It started in the theme parks
Yep.
in the early to mid 90s. Actually, technically Disneyland's what they think. And then it bled its way over to Disney World with a souvenir. And at the time, it was only about a $5 thing. By the way, go to Disney World. There is a whole industry now, and Disneyland, but specifically Disney World. There's a whole industry now of not really influencers, but kind of influencers who make their side hustle by going to the park and buying the popcorn buckets and other not what is it called, the limited released items that they only have X amount of to buy, then to resell and buy on their store online. So
Yep.
if you want your Stitch popcorn bucket, if you want whatever this is popcorn bucket that's only going to be sold for X amount of days, and Disney did the same thing with trading pins. This is a huge industry. These $4 or $5 buckets have ballooned up into 70, 80, 100 and something. Then the
That's why I'll
resale
never be able to
value.
get the McFarlane edition of the Question action figure because, oh, you fuckers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Well,
basically.
I mean,
And
the same thing's happening.
speculation. It's called speculation. It's
Speculate. Yeah.
speculators. Yes.
What the say, and they're killing, Pokemon cards and all
Right.
that stuff too.
A
Like,
$30 figure now costs $120, and I want it, but I'm
Well,
not paying that
hold
much.
on. Do you all know the first one? The
Your
first one in
mama?
the theaters. Do you know who had the first popcorn bucket? What movie? It actually, this was shocking to me because I thought they'd been around a little bit longer, but it wasn't until Rise of Skywalker 2019, Star Wars.
yeah.
No, that doesn't surprise. I knew popcorn.
You didn't think it was, I thought it was a
No,
little bit before.
the popcorn
Oh my
bucket
God.
craze is really new. Sorry, Joe, didn't mean to interrupt you.
I
No,
didn't
I know.
realize it was only that old either. That
Yeah,
was like
to me,
right
it
before
seems like
2020. Oh.
it was actually, and I thought it either came before COVID, like a little bit before, because it all kind of jumbles in my mind, or it was a thing to get theaters and make more money after COVID. It did blow up during and after COVID, but
Mhm.
2019's Rise of the Skywalker was the first one. I think it was Rise of Skywalker, and by the way, it was an R2D2. So those buckets from $5, and I'm ashamed I paid as much as I did for this, was $80. And I almost put it back up. But my son and I, let's be honest,
$15.
oh, I get it.
Oh.
And then I got it and then wasn't as happy. But also the boneheads know this, Barbara, not so much, as if you scan around here, there's only about 4 AT-ATs. There's 3 or 4 AT-STs, the chicken walkers. This and the Imperial Command ship are my favorite Star Wars toys. And I don't even have a really nice Imperial Command
Is
ship. They're
it
so expensive.
is it because
Imperial shuttle, not command ship.
the
Yes, sir.
is it because the AT-AT is based on a potential Nazi design? Is that why you're fascinated by it?
Like I was saying earlier
He's
during my
lagging, or
history
I'm lagging.
lesson, I'm lagging. You're right on. You're right on spot. Is it just me?
I stopped talking 5 minutes ago.
You did?
Oh my God.
Hello? Nobody's lagging on my side. What's the joke?
You're lagging.
Oh, All right then. So who wants to go
You're back
first?
now. I think you're back now. You're almost synced
Who
up. It's
I'm
good.
done. Who wants to go first?
Chad, you go.
Oh my God, you don't want me to go, but I'll go. Because my first one is not, I went dark on this.
Oh, I want you
What?
to go dark. What is it?
I'm really dark on this one.
It can't be darker than what went through my head right then.
Uh, I want to do a popcorn bucket for the movie Stand By Me and let it be Ray Bauer's head.
Oh, you
No,
did go dark.
it's still not as dark as I thought it was. It went through mine.
So bad.
I don't know that a ton of people are going to ask for that one.
No. That's why it needs to get made.
It's a specific audience.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Ray Bauer is in the amazing movie Stand By Me, it's the main plot of the movie of these four kids going down the train tracks looking for the dead body of a Ray Bauer who was supposedly hit by a train. And it's the main climax of the movie, and it is a sight to behold. I don't, by the way, because I thought I would mention this, and I don't know if you guys remember the reaction to watching this movie and seeing him at the end. When they showed his face, I'm like, oh, that's it.
I think that's it with a lot of dead bodies, though.
Yeah, it didn't really have an emotional reaction to me.
It really
He's
doesn't look like it does in the movies.
he's cross-eyed, he has teeth, he's kind of buck-toothed, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I haven't seen the movie in
honestly
so
don't.
long, I
haven't
can't even
seen it. I
remember.
don't. I didn't. In my mind, they never showed the actual his actual face.
In the movie, yeah.
Okay, I don't
They
remember it
they
that
remove
way.
a brush and there he is, just dead.
Hmm.
But would
So
you embellish if this was your popcorn bucket that you were making? You would embellish
Yeah,
and
he
make
would
it
look
look
more like
real
me.
bad.
yeah,
Grotesque. Yeah.
Now, would the popcorn come out of the mouth, or like how would that work in
I
your
was
vision?
thinking it would come out of the mouth, like it would, like his mouth would be open, there would be the buck teeth, and you could eat the popcorn from behind the buck teeth.
Chad has really thought this through.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
can't.
put effort into this,
No notes.
and I don't anticipate to win this round. But as soon as Joe said we're doing a popcorn bucket, when this is like, oh, I got to do this. It's so evil.
All right, I'll go second. Mine's real easy. I've been hinting at it for the whole time. There is no reason that we don't have an Evil Dead popcorn bucket. I don't want it to be Ash. It can be the chainsaw. I'll give you three options as far
What
as
about
I'm
the
concerned.
car?
Hold on. The car was another good option. I was going to say either Ash, I mean, either the chainsaw, the skull from Evil Dead 2, which is not even in the movie. This picture is not even in the movie. This has nothing to do with the movie. Another one of those great has nothing to do with the movie. So it can either be the skull where you pick it out of his head, or it's the cabin because they
Oh, it
did
should be
Gray
the
Skull.
cabin.
So
Yeah.
I know people are going to want the chainsaw, and that chainsaw would be cool, but the cabin or the chain,
The the chainsaw needs to be the drink cup.
wow.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
But now if
What?
it's the cabin, does the little door open and that's where the popcorn comes out?
I would base it on. I haven't got to look at them yet because they haven't had them in the theater. I know they're out, but they've got they got Castle Grayskull for the new Masters of the Universe film, and that's their
It's a
popcorn bucket.
popcorn bucket slash cup.
Okay,
Now I know they
whatever
made the
that is, it'd
sword
be
that's a
fine.
cup too,
It
right?
doesn't really matter to me about the door. Oh, if it did, if you were able to open the door, it would say "Join us." That would be the only. It would have a light or something, and it just say "Join us."
I like it.
That's mine. James, beat that bitch.
I'll try, Joe, because
Oh
as
no, he
I
didn't beat Ray
started,
Bauer, surely to God.
I started with this idea of
I'm a
I
Stevie.
need
I didn't
to
even remember the kid's name, Chad.
I need to ease into this conversation. So I was saying, well, bucket, if you're going to make a bucket, what looks like a bucket? A bucket looks like a bucket. And Joe, what else comes in
Thank you
buckets?
for sharing that. You just say you
What else
call
comes
a
in
spade there,
buckets, Joe?
James. A bucket looks like a
How
bucket.
many times are you going to switch your hat?
Well, he was hinting, I think, earlier. That's why he had the Evil Dead.
Okay.
So
That's the
what
only
else
time
comes
I've
in
switched
buckets
it.
that you like, Joe?
What about them?
What else comes in buckets that you like?
Two tiers.
Pig's blood.
No, no, Joe.
Sorry, I went dark.
Obviously.
Chad's
KY
a bad
jelly.
influence.
KY jelly comes in 55-gallon barrels.
Joe, the answer was chicken, and you screwed it up yet again. And if we were going to do
I
a
honestly
movie,
never occurred to me to say chicken.
if we were
No,
going to do a
Chad,
movie
it
that
pours the
involved
gravy on
fried
you.
chicken, and had a
It's little
popcorn
known that
bucket.
Def Leppard based that song and had to change it, the sugar from gravy to sugar.
What?
But
He's
forget
just
song.
he's just jibber jabbering. So mine, gentlemen, and like I said, I wanted to actually give you some visuals so you could picture this. I wanted to do fried chicken and thing, and there's only one movie that talks about having the absolute best fried chicken.
Undercover Brother. Sorry.
Nope.
That's not Undercover Brothers, Captain
Oh.
Spaulding.
How could you not want a Captain Spaulding's fried chicken popcorn bucket?
And
Why
you
couldn't the
said
bucket
AI,
just be
right?
his top hat?
Look at how delightful this is. You've got the chicken on his back. You've got all these fine details. And look, even at the bottom, it's telling you to involve your family. How could you not want a Captain Spaulding's House of a Thousand Corpses popcorn bucket? It basically sells itself. Look how delightful. Look how happy he is. I had to do this because I was like, you know who deserves a popcorn bucket? Who's been in more franchises from Star Trek to James Bond? It's Sid Haig. Sid Haig not having a popcorn bucket based on one of his characters is a sin. So I give you the Captain Spaulding's fried chicken popcorn bucket from House of a Thousand Corpses.
I hate that James's visuals are actually pretty damn good, but I would have the bucket would have just been Captain Spaulding's head, and the popcorn would have came out of his top hat for me.
Look, note at the bottom it says it's also BPA free.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm not for sure I know what that is, but I do like this. British Petroleum ass.
Sure, Joe, that's it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But yeah, I just wanted a popcorn bucket based on a Sid Haig character, and so I thought immediately, hey, wait a second, fried chicken came in buckets. There we go. The House of a Thousand Corpses, Captain Spaulding's fried chicken popcorn bucket. Chad, it couldn't just be his head because I wanted it to be the bucket of fried chicken.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I will now stop sharing until my next one.
And
But
who
yes,
Who
Go ahead.
won?
Yes.
Well, this is hard because I wish I would have had visuals from you other two. You just kind of
They just
slacked
I
on
didn't
this.
know we
they
were
just phoned it
doing
in. They just
Yeah.
phoned it in.
Man, James, I mean, you just really set the bar on this. Now that I don't have visuals, I don't know.
God,
Um,
that's
no, I
complete
think- I
lack
think-
of imagination.
Yeah, that's the problem. Joe.
That's the problem. I think that because of creativity and the fact that this is unique and it would just be, I think we're gonna go with Stand By Me on this one.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because it's unique. Who would have thought that, this dead head,
Mine would have sold 1,000,000 units.
it would have sold a
James would have
lot.
Sold 100 units.
But Chad could have
We'll
increased
sell
the price
10
on
units, and
his.
one of them is Rob Reiner's family.
Oh, well,
Too soon.
probably
Too
not.
soon.
Probably not the one son.
Well, no. Well, actually, he's the one that got him for everybody.
So that's round one. How many
Make
rounds are
amends,
there?
James.
3.
3? Okay.
Well, it's already bullshit. I don't even want to do this anymore.
Can I say which one I would have gotten? Just because I think it would be cool.
I mean, you're going to.
I'm going to add my little contribution because I
What,
just
Phoebe?
watched this again the other night. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That would be so cool and so pretty and bright and
Yeah.
vibrant.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
And then it could be like something like a cotton candy, a little entry for
Yeah. I mean,
the
if you're
cotton
you
candy
know,
body.
right on the nose, yeah, sure.
Wow.
Somebody's a sore loser.
Talk about a sore loser. Sour
It's not that
grapes.
sore. It's really sharp.
Wah, wah,
A
wah.
stabbing pain in my back and in my abdomen.
For round 2, are you starting with Chad
At
again then?
2.
Do you want to switch
Chad
it
can
up?
kick it off.
Do we want to switch it up instead of me going first? Somebody else go first?
No, I like it when you go first so we can all know where the bar is at. And I'm not talking
Joe
about the
needs
one
a
you
drink,
said. I'm talking
it's
about
a
the
bar
actual
joke.
alcohol one.
Yeah, see, I know where that was going.
Oh, shut up, James. Gotta drink away my sorrow. Sorrow.
Gosh.
You're going to need a lot more liquor. I've seen your sorrows.
So for my second one, this is where I get serious.
Your mom's.
And I really think this would be a cool one. James Gunn, hugely popular director right now, running, basically spearheading this DC movie universe. But one of the movies that he is not remembered for, but he should be because it's an amazing horror film, is the movie Slither.
Yes.
Now, I know a lot of you would go, "Oh, do a popcorn bucket of the alien slug from the movie."
Nope.
Nope. The popcorn bucket needs to be of Alien Brenda.
Oh,
I
can you reach me that possum?
Yeah.
I personally would have went with a can of Pibb, Mr. Pibb, because
Mr.
that's the only
Pibb.
Coke I
Mr.
drink.
Pibbs, that's all the Coke I drink. Now, Phoebe, you don't understand this, but the three of us have a deep, deep love for a little movie called Sliver that
Slither.
no one went and saw when it came out.
Barbara, have you seen Slither?
I haven't. Should we add it to one of our double features?
Oh
You
my
absolutely need to if you have not seen
It
Slither
is
because it is
Okay.
fantastic.
absolutely.
Yeah. So Slither,
I said
if you're not
Slither.
familiar with it, it's about these alien slugs who come to Earth, and they take over humans, and turn them into grotesque monsters. And one of them is Brenda, this bar hopping girl who is taken by the lead alien and fed all kinds of meat till she becomes basically just a human flesh ball with a head. And there's all kinds of blood and gore hanging out of her mouth while she's this big ball. And the popcorn bucket, it has to be, again, like with Ray Brower, it has to be her head. And the circuit, there could be like plastic blood and gore coming out to where it looks real, and you're shoving your hand into her mouth, which is where they shove possums, raccoons,
Ew.
all kinds of rank meat into her mouth, and you pull out the popcorn.
How do you rank that meat?
Which one? The possum?
Mm. I just
But
wanted to say that sentence.
yeah, I, I would give it a step above turtle.
No,
Yeah, I'm not a
yeah,
fan of turtle.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I and since Barbara doesn't have a frame of reference, please Google Alien Brenda from Slither so you
I
know what that looks like.
Or
I
watch
feel like
Slither.
that sounds like it would be Chet from Weird Science, very similar to Chet.
No, 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 no.
I didn't
No?
have as much success because I got on Chat GPT to try to make a bucket, and it does not look anything like the movie Slither. So it looks like the thing. So
Oh
I'm not
no.
showing it. Um, so yeah, I think that would be my second pick.
Which is funny he said that because I actually really, really, really want a popcorn bucket from The Thing.
Oh,
Is
is
that
this
your
what your
pick?
choice is?
Yeah, I
Okay.
literally my picks tonight is shit I want. I
Okay.
really want this.
I
Now
want
I
Killer
actually want
I'm
Clowns.
curious what the popcorn bucket would look like. So
So
go into detail.
that's where back to the way I did it, is that there's several different ways you can go with this.
Yeah.
That's how that's all of mine are going to be this way. So you could, the Norris monster, which is probably what I want. And if you don't know what the Norris monster is, it is when he shoves his hands down and the chest opens
That's what I
up
was
with the
thinking.
defibrillator and it opens up with the teeth like this. So you actually have to put the head would come up like this, but you actually have to put your hand down into Norris's chest to get the popcorn out with the teeth. That would be my pick. But I could totally see getting a popcorn bucket from like the dog monster or the big monster at the end. Any of these things would work, or a flamethrower popcorn bucket where it just has, or you could do the drink from the flamethrower and that was kind of the straw and you had to hold it right at the same time. That'd be kind of cool. There's lots of things that we could tie into The Thing that I wish they'd do, but if it were my pick, it would be the hand into the chest of the Norris monster, which is just what it's called.
I like the
Forehead
teeth idea.
of the
Yeah,
teeth.
that's
You have
cool.
to put your hand through the teeth. James, whatever you have, Chad's going to win.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the way it works. But there have been multiple movies made on this character, and I actually Googled it because I'm like, surely this has been done. There's been movies that have came out since this character, that since the popcorn trend began. Surely it's been done, and they made a popcorn bucket for it, and it literally just has the character's image on it. And it was a missed opportunity because let's face it, we all would love to eat popcorn out of the right hand of doom.
Yeah, that'd be kind of.
How could you not want to
I
have
didn't think about that one.
Hellboy's
The
right
finger
hand
thing
of
doesn't
doom?
work right. That doesn't. I
No,
would.
but I mean, obviously, there would have to be. I would have flipped it or done
Yeah, I
something
would have
differently
flipped it.
with it.
Yeah.
But I do love the fact it came up even with a slogan for it: "Contain your popcorn, but unleash the apocalypse." It's what a great slogan. Um, but if you're not familiar with Hellboy, he has the right hand of doom, a stone hand, as opposed to his normal demon hand, I guess. But yeah, I just thought it's been a missed opportunity. Why would you not make? Because there has Hellboy, is it? It's not the Slender Man. What is it, Joe? I blanked on it. The
What are you
most
talking
recent
about?
one. The most recent Hellboy movie. Hellboy. It's not
Oh,
Slender
it's
Man.
Hell. It's actually not. It suffers from its budget, and the guy that plays Hellboy just doesn't. It's not his fault. But the first third of that movie actually works. It's
Thin
Hellboy and
Man.
the
It's not
huh?
Thin Man. It's
It's
Slender Man.
Thin Slender Man, something like that.
It's
Yeah,
not
I
Slender
don't
Man because
remember the name. It's
anyway.
directed by one of the guys that made Crank.
And there's David Harbour in the 2019 version, and obviously the classic
That
Ron
one's
Perlman one.
unwatchable.
It's the Crooked Man.
The
Crooked
Crooked,
Man. Thank you.
but the
But
David
anyway,
Harbour one, I like David Harbour, but that movie's unwatchable.
But
Mhm.
anyway, I just thought, why don't we have a Hellboy popcorn bucket yet? Like, honestly, and it should be the hand. Why would it be anything but the hand? So that would be my pick. I think we're owed a right hand of doom Hellboy popcorn bucket. That's the one that came to mind for me.
Do you
Okay.
guys know if they ever came out with something later? I mean, obviously Gremlins came out so long ago, but did they come out with a Mogwai one at all, like later on?
Not yet, not that
Shh,
I
you're
know of.
ruining my third pick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Blink,
So
Janet.
blink,
just
blink.
curious because yeah, I would like something like that.
That's
But
your
okay,
pick?
so
A
the
Mogwai?
second, well, I can't pick it because it's Chad's pick.
Well, you
Barbara.
I'll say Critters.
No,
Hopefully
you can do
no one
Gremlins. I'll do one of my
you do a different
alternates.
one. Okay, so
well,
yeah,
you
I
can
would
tell us
love a
what you're going to
Mogwai
do, and then Barbara could still give it to you.
because it could be Mogwai, but then it could be
Thank you,
like
James.
that box could be where you lift the box and that's where it stores the popcorn.
Mine would have been the Gremlin Cocoon.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
the cocoon's cool, but I would
I
have liked
like
to
it.
I would have liked to put my hand in the box. Sorry, but no, I'm serious. The box one makes
What's in the
sense.
box?
Yeah, Barbara's is actually a better idea than mine, so I'm definitely going with my alternate pick.
Oh, good. Okay, so who do I pick now on round two?
Yeah.
We
I
don't
like
know.
because it's creepy. That's why the thing would win for me.
No, no, no,
Because the
son of a
idea,
bitch. You either pick James or Chad. We all
No,
vote for
why?
Chad.
you have been whining since I got picked, so she
I
feels
know.
guilty
And
now.
if she
No,
picks
You have
me,
not
I
stopped
won't have as
whining.
much to
I didn't
whine
like
about. So
I
you
didn't like
need
the
to shut the
Hellboy
hell up,
hand
Chad
though.
Jennings.
No, because I
I
like the
know you.
creepiness of the teeth.
It
As soon as
just
you
I,
doesn't
said the
work if she
teeth,
picks me.
I would have picked that one. So yeah, it's pretty good.
No,
yeah, I would
actually,
have
I
picked
do
that
pick it.
one.
I really like it too.
Yeah, now I want someone to make it.
I genuinely want the Evil
Someone
Dead
needs to
Kevin or
actually
two.
design these
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Genuinely want these things. Oh my God. And the other thing I could not keep, and I was keeping it to movies. I started thinking about some of the awesome 80s cartoons, ones you could have for popcorn buckets, and the list for G.I. Joe is endless. I mean, it's probably not endless, but there's just so many cool ones you could do. Transformers, shit. Why don't we have a GoBot one? Okay, that
The
killed the
I
world,
don't know
the,
which
conversation.
one
the
is
world's
GoBot.
not ready for it, Joe. The world's not ready
I
for
was
it.
trying to
Go,
visualize it.
GoBots are the ones that came out at the same time as Transformers, and they were made by Tyco, and
Leader
they actually
One,
came out
Scooter,
first.
Turbo.
Yeah, and they're really cheap, Jack.
Yeah.
The price point was lower, and Transformers still beat them after
Psy,
Transformers. But GoBots dominated the market for like a year.
Psykill.
Hmm. Yeah, clearly Barbara was out playing with her damn dolls again.
So
I
Missing
probably
all.
was. I was into Barbie dolls, you know.
as of right now, we have Stand By Me, Ray Bauer, Popcorn Bucket, and the Thing,
Norse
Joe
monster. Yeah,
Norris Monster,
with a T.
Popcorn Bucket as in the top two. James, you haven't even made the top three.
I I don't expect to because my next one I actually made two more and I'm coin flipping. I'll do my last one as an honorable mention, but I think I'm going to know what I'm going to go with for the third one. I don't picture it winning because it's not horror related, but it's just one that I was like, oh, I'd want this one. I'd want this one on my shelf, so I'll go with that for my third one, and then I'll do a quick honorable mention. But yes, so
You're up,
Chad.
Chad.
So my third pick. Well, now it's not a it's not a horror movie.
That's
Good.
okay.
No,
Um,
It doesn't have to be a horror movie.
Stand By Me wasn't horror.
No.
Um,
And it won.
it's between two, but I'm gonna go with this one just
Over a
because I think
fried
it'll
chicken
make. I'm going with this one just because of how cool the popcorn bucket would be. Audrey 2, Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, that one's good.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Here
was
we
between
go
that one
again.
and the Gremlin Cocoon, but I really wanted Audrey 2
That one's good.
popcorn bucket.
that's one of
It-
those roles. My daughter's one of her dream roles, or one of her dream things to perform in is Little Shop. So,
Which one,
yeah.
Audrey or the singers? What are they called?
Little shop of horrors.
She just
watch
she just
you
wants to
drive.
be in that show. Like that's one
I
that
know, but
They
those
used to be the chorus. It's just the
well,
chorus.
it's also
Um,
those three act as kind of like the Macbeth, the
yeah,
witches
yeah,
from Macbeth,
the
I
witches.
thought they
Yeah,
were called the chorus. That's
they
what
are called the
pictured.
chorus,
but they
yeah,
act in the
yeah.
same way
Isn't that what they
the
call them in
Macbeth.
Shakespearean literature? Was the choral, the chorus?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
throughout,
yeah. Just like the Fool was your
only
actual
one of us
wise
had a
one.
goddamn PhD and could give us like a definitive answer about a historical.
Yes, it is a chorus. And
I'm
matter
gonna
of
go over
fact,
here and use
if you
AI
were
and make another chicken bucket.
if I'm sorry, I still say Sid Haig deserves the bucket,
I actually
and your
like.
hatred of Sid Haig is
Oh,
despicable.
that
I'm
was
not even.
uncalled for. You not look at me. You look at me during.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Audrey 2's hard to beat.
It
Yeah,
is
so
hard to beat.
I don't even think you need to describe it. It is Audrey with her little, and with her can sitting in her can, and her mouth is open, and you're going inside of her mouth to get the popcorn.
So I have two, and I'm having.
But it would be nice. It would be nice if every time you took popcorn out, the it would be motion activated and it said, "Feed me, Seymour."
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay. That's
like
really
the
cool.
Alien one, like Joe's Alien one example you gave earlier. Lights up. You could have one that talks.
Do
Yeah.
any of the popcorn buckets make sound currently?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
AT-AT one does.
Does it?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the sound of people
For
laughing.
$80, it better.
I'd say it's the sound of people laughing about how much you paid.
See, my Toxic Avenger one was too. Listen to it. Fuck you, Joe.
You know, amazingly, a lot of stuff around my house makes that noise, Chad. It's the toaster that's worrying me.
Yeah, it's painted as hell. So I wanted to do once again. It's really hard for me to pick a third one because I know what I really want and I can't narrow it down. And are we going to do honorable mentions?
Yeah, I've got one
should be.
honorable mention. So
I've got one.
So I wanted to do a Mel Brooks film, and I couldn't think of one that I thought fit perfectly. But I did think of two of my other favorite comedies that did fit perfectly, but I know I can't mention them both. So what I really want is Otto, the inflatable autopilot from Airplane.
that's good.
And it's like a Chinese, not a Chinese, it's like a Russian doll one where you could twist and there could be like another auto and there could, you see what I mean? And it's like a popcorn inside. And I just, and when I tell
Like
you,
Russian dolls?
like the Russian dolls, yeah, like the, now the Russian, what are they called? Yeah, they're called, isn't that what they're called? With the ones where
Yeah,
they're
the
inside each
Russian
other?
nesting dolls, Russian dolls. Yep.
Nesting
yep.
dolls.
Russian nesting dolls, right? So thank you. Oh, Daddy knows. There, he finally emotes.
What?
Those obscure.
Sure, it's a drama, but you can throw a pie.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Barbara. We're doing deep cut Futurama quotes. So I would like something like that from Airplane. And when I
Okay.
tell you the alternative to that later, you're going to be like, "Oh, that one's good too." But because you can't really do the plane. You have to do, in my mind, you have to do Otto, the autopilot. And I'd
Okay.
love to have that. And there's so many different ways you could do that. You could do the Russian nesting dolls of it, and it could be like two or three. And you could like have two or three. Like if you had, so I would sell it with like a mom or maybe the dad. I would sell it like divorced dad on weekend who's trying with that print ad, you know what I mean? Has it. And then there's like a little thing of like one of those cheap bottles of booze next to his, and then he opens it, puts it here, and there's two smaller ones for the kids who clearly don't want to be there, and he has to pour the popcorn in it. I don't know. I could do a
This
whole
this
ad.
escalated.
Okay,
You
I
can
think all
order
that's
you can
funny.
order a Ghostbusters nesting doll from Michaels.
Wow,
Oh.
bitch.
That is cool.
There you go.
Oddly
right,
enough, though, they gave Winston the second smallest nesting doll, which is racist.
I know. All right, so
Well, that got bleak.
I got bleak quick. Turns out you got more bleaker than me, James.
Gentlemen, I and Barbara, I wanted
She's a
to
gentleman.
again. This is kind of in honor of my daughter who loves this movie, but I love this movie. I think we all have an admiration for this movie. It's not a horror movie, but it deserves a popcorn bucket as well, just for the sheer joy and the manicness of this. Because who wouldn't want a Clue popcorn bucket?
Oh, I want a Clue popcorn bucket.
Oh, that
Who
is cool.
wouldn't want? I mean, this is what I'd want on my shelf. Just all of the detail that you could have, and just all the lines from the
Yep.
characters
It
that
needs to
could be
be three
represented.
lines.
Our farmer producer would be jumping up in the air for this one.
I'd love
Um,
it too.
but and it's all you have to do. It's a mansion, right? It's perfect, and you
Mhm.
just have the characters like they are here. A little bit more screen accurate would have helped, but um, yeah, it's just a great, fun thing.
You have
Joe,
Miss
what were
Scarlet on. You have Miss Scarlet on there twice, and one of them she's been wearing white.
listen, Chad? I got imported robotic labor because I would love if Joe would give up the money to where we'd have a budget for an artist on staff that could help me
Ah,
it create my vision
I think
as
you
I
both
see it.
probably make more money than me, or at least about the same.
Yeah, I'd say about the same. But yeah. So, but I did think, it's A, it's a cult classic, but B, man, I love Tim Curry. I thought about doing a Rocky Horror one, to be honest. And my thought for Rocky Horror would be the pit that Rocky gets revived or created in,
Yeah,
and you could do the
I
scene
think
with,
this is better. I think Rocky
but
Horror's more. And this one you could
No,
have.
it's not. Neither one's as good as a McKill Navy popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
well,
no, that's
I
not
was
it.
just
But
thinking again, just all the actors in this, like who I honestly, a Madeline Kahn popcorn bucket featuring a popcorn bucket featuring Madeline Kahn would automatically get my
well,
attention.
you would have three different, like, for example, one of them would be flames, and then the next one could be 1 + 2 + 2 + 1. No, it's 1 + 2 + 1 + 1. No, it's 1 + 2 + 2 + 1. And then what would be the third? What would be your
Dude, I thought about I love is it Christopher Lloyd has the line where he's saying what he does. I
yeah?
used to work but now I work for the U.S. I used to treat the mentally ill, but now I work for Congress, so your duties haven't changed. Um, all of those, or honestly, the I'm going home to sleep with my wife. That, I mean, if you
Yeah.
know the movie, that would work. Yeah, but I just thought honestly, like this would be, and it would be a great crossover. It'd be one that people could keep for when they do play the board game if that's their thing. So I just thought Clue deserved a popcorn bucket, and so there you go.
All right. So to recap for Barbara, it is my talking Audrey 2 popcorn bucket, Joe's nesting doll, the autopilot from Airplane doll, popcorn bucket, and James's Clue popcorn bucket.
I have it narrowed down to two.
Who are the two? Can you tell us the two?
It's not you. I'm sorry, Joe.
That's because you don't enjoy comedy.
Well, I like some comedy, but I think I prefer the macabre when it comes to
You don't even
popcorn
know how to spell
buckets.
that.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
You don't.
I do.
I don't
Yes,
believe it.
yes.
Nope. 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 You
M-A-C-A-B-R-E.
couldn't even read No Girls Allowed.
The wind blew it away.
Fuck
That
you,
is not my
Joe.
fault.
Oh, you got blown away, all right.
I think what I'm going to do,
Change your
because it's talking,
I'm gonna put on
because
this.
it actually has a little more level to it, I'm going to go with Audrey too. And now I feel bad because James didn't get one on the board.
I don't. Like I said,
I would have picked James that one.
Two
I
and
well,
I
five.
like Audrey too. I like the Clue one.
I will. So I do have an
Swear,
honorable
Chad, this
mention that
red
I
MAGA
almost.
hat. I gotta take this back.
Oh, one that I would have picked on that round was American Werewolf in London. I would have had the mouth, the
Oh
jaw
yeah.
kind of open
Yeah.
Oh,
up so
that'd
you
be
could get the
cool.
popcorn.
That's a
Yes.
good one.
Thank you.
Oh, you do that with so many. Like ginger snaps would be another. Yeah, you do
Yes,
a lot of
it's
those.
done well.
Yeah, yeah,
I like the design of it. So
yeah.
honorable mentions?
Oh, I
Or
have.
do you want to pick the winner of the top three?
Oh, the top three. Oh
Are
my
you going to make her
gosh.
pick a winner? One of us is going to have to cry later.
I won't cry. I don't give a shit.
You hear
I'm
that?
not
He
like
doesn't
you.
care. He
I'm
doesn't
not
care. I wouldn't
competitive.
pick him, and he doesn't. He's not even vested. He's not
Okay,
even
so
vested.
So-
recap it. So
So
recap
there's
it.
my Ray Bauer head from Stand By Me popcorn bucket.
Okay.
Joe's thing. Joe, help me with the monster name again.
It's Norris Monster.
Norris
There's
Monster.
three options here. That means one of us has a 75% chance.
Norse Monster, and then my
Thanks.
talking Audrey
I
I know
too.
your math
popcorn
is
bucket.
off at 66%, but I'm going to let you.
I just couldn't. Thank you for being the only one laughing. 'Cause I
And Audrey too is the only one that's talking, right?
Yep.
Of those three.
I mean, you could say some shit when you put your hand down to Norris Monster if you want to. You could go clear.
It could
Ah,
have
let me
razor blades in
think.
it and take your arm off.
Okay, Audrey too. I think I'm gonna go with Audrey too. Because
Oh.
Audrey two is talking.
Rigged.
I'm sorry.
By the way, that you
By
could
the way,
do.
I
Oh, go ahead.
lied. Whee!
Yeah. Man, I already
But
had
I-
an 88% chance of winning.
But all of those three need to be designed. Don't you agree?
Actually,
Yes.
I the only one that threw me for a loop was Will Bowers. Other than that, the
Ray-
rest of them,
Ray Bauer.
that one too. The rest of them, it was, yeah. I would be interested in purchasing almost all of them.
A big part of the reason why I wanted to pick that one was because he was describing it as almost like zombie, like a
It's what
zombie
he is.
look.
It's
Yeah.
dead.
So
dead
I don't know. I love zombies. So that's kind of how he won that.
Right.
You had to bring it and you didn't bring it. I'm sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
By
no,
the way,
it's bring
the
it.
flip side of this, and I can kick off
Nothing
our
brought.
honorable mentions, and
Yeah.
I didn't do.
I've got one honorable mention.
Dude, I have a ton.
Well, I was going
Okay,
to
I've
say
got two now.
you can this one-upmanship has in. You could do an entire subgenre of car ones. Because there's been a lot of car popcorn buckets. You could do the DeLorean from Back to the Future,
Yeah.
the Bluesmobile from Blues Brothers. You could do the
I've now got
Nautilus,
three.
the
Christine.
Nautilus from Christine. And so there's a ton of those.
I have the XL1 right over here.
Yeah. So I mean, any of those would work. My honorable mention, I do have a visual for, and it's one of my
Those weren't honorable
favorite.
mentions. That's just you rambling.
No, those were honorable mentions, but the one I said I have a visual for one more, and I didn't do this one my main because it's not a movie that a lot of people love, but it's one of the Disney movies that I absolutely love. Screw a bunch of Mary Poppins. I would actually like to have
Bed knobs and broomsticks.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks. It's just a cool idea for a popcorn bucket. In the movie, it's not a
Disney
canopy,
hasn't already
Chad.
done that.
Yeah, I know. Like honestly, it's I just love Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I think, and I've realized this. Somebody pointed this out. I actually shared the design with Joe and Chad. Somebody did an image of famous people that punch Nazis and fight Nazis, and Eglantine from Bedknobs and Broomsticks was one of the featured people on it, as well as Indiana Jones, the Blues Brothers. And it actually had a moment where I'm like, wait, it's a bunch of stuff I love, just people that hate Nazis. And I realized it is. I am naturally going to support you more as a fictional character if somewhere in your movies you punch a Nazi. It works for me every time. I did not know that about myself. But yeah, so I don't know why AI kind of did we'll build in some other Disney characters here on the thing, but Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Witchcraft versus Nazis. How can you possibly go wrong? It's just a great movie. That I actually is I
This
admire.
isn't an honorable mention. This is a whole play. This is a
No. See, a play, Joe, has 3 acts.
no. You're making a play to win this somehow, some way.
No. Joe, I don't win. Let me do the line. Let me do a line that nobody's going to get. I don't win. It just each day we try to get a little bit better. If you know what that's a reference to, I'll say it after we finish recording. But if you're listening and know what that's a reference to, congratulations. It got canceled. Anyway, that was my honorable mention. I'll stop now since Old Man Lewis is going to be critiquing.
I'm not critiquing. I actually told you had a good idea. Then you did another 35 minutes past that.
Oh my God.
All right, Chad, what's your honorable mention?
Goonies. I
All
think you have two popcorn buckets there. You have One-Eyed Willie ship, which could be a popcorn bucket, and then also One-Eyed Willie himself have the skull and the popcorn out of that.
Yeah, and you can
Um,
have the jewels already out of the skull, like plastic and stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
So that was my second my big one, but two came to mind.
Could you also have it wouldn't be a popcorn bucket, but could you have a candy bar holder of
Yes.
what's it? Why am I blanking on the character's name? The Baby
Sloth.
Ruth guy, Sloth, and it would just hold a Baby Ruth. You could sell it holding the Baby Ruth.
That's cool.
There you go.
But also too, the other two, one quick that came to mind is I would love to have a popcorn bucket based on Shredder's helmet, and
Yeah.
Also a RoboCop, and you could either choose Ed 209
Damn it.
or the head of RoboCop as the
Uh-oh.
popcorn
Was
bucket.
that
You don't want the horribly burnt mutated guy. He could be
I
gooey.
thought about doing him.
Okay. So following up with Chad, oddly enough, RoboCop was going to be one of mine, but it wasn't RoboCop 1 as much as I love Ed 209. I don't think RoboCop 2, Kane, and it'd be really hard to do, but I'd love to have it as a popcorn bucket. I just love the Kane creature or the RoboCop 2 in RoboCop 2. RoboCop 2 is not a terrible movie. It's just three movies in one when they're trying to rush it through. But that was definitely one of mine. The other one that I was going back and forth between Airplane and was Monty Python and Holy Grail.
I
The
had that
Dark
one too.
Knight. There's just there's so many different ones. That's the number one that came to my mind. You could literally do the Holy Grail. You could have that rabbit's dynamite. You could you could make a popcorn bucket out of the holy hand grenade.
Well, also I was saying the one I almost made and did was the decoy rabbit. Build a giant rabbit, and we can hide inside of it, and then
Yeah, there's all the types of ones you could do from the Holy Grail. And then lastly was this wasn't I thought about putting this because there's tons. I can't believe they haven't even went back and done some just online because I know Walmart and Target now are starting to sell popcorn buckets. Like I've got the Walmart,
Which is
Mandalorian.
insane.
Well, I've got I picked it up. It's a lot cheaper, but I will say this: Lord of the Rings is just sitting there with no popcorn buckets, to my knowledge.
I can't believe there's no popcorn bucket for that.
I there will be. There's stuff coming
Well,
out.
with
Turns
Lord of
out
the
Stephen
Rings,
Colbert
their
is
special-
writing one.
Yeah,
What
the
you
Lord of the Rings, the special things came when the movie was released. It came with the DVD packets, which Joe has all those.
Yeah, I have the special with the globes and all those. I still have all of them. I still have the boxes. But yeah, popcorn buckets for Lord of the Rings when those new ones come out will definitely be a thing.
do you
Okay.
think? This just came to my mind. How about this? We get 20th Century Fox to re-release Titanic, and we make two popcorn buckets: the iceberg and the Titanic itself, and we see which one sells better.
I want
My
a
money's on the
popcorn
iceberg.
bucket of Jack being, and when you open up the door, she's on the side of it. And Jack falls over the side. You hear him go, some corners it goes into the water. Oh, look, you saved me. Oh, look, you saved me. Oh, look, I just had sex with a random homeless guy on a cruise ship.
Oh, now he did freeze for a second. What about a phantasm bucket where it's the man's head
Oh,
and the sphere is right there, and then the popcorn actually comes out of that hole of the sphere?
no,
That's pretty good.
squishy drink.
That's good.
Yeah.
That I appreciate that, but that needs to be a drink, and I want
Oh, you're
the cherry squishy.
Oh, you're right.
Squishy, whatever it is.
Like a cherry slushy.
Dude.
Ooh,
Mm,
dude.
dude.
Right? Because popcorn, well, yeah, it wouldn't have quite the
Well, it'd
same.
just be sitting there shooting kernels into Chad's eyes. Or at least that's what I think.
really says more about you
I
than
don't
Chad.
want popcorn.
Why do you want to weaponize the popcorn? I suppose Killer Clowns did do that.
Because I just
Oh,
hate people.
Mainly me.
I don't
he,
hate Chad. You
he's
gave him a compliment earlier.
nobody gave Joe enough gnome bacon. Anyway, back to the cars. It's the kids that watch the interweb cartoons will get it.
Batmobile needs to be one.
I was gonna say Batmobile, and I was thinking the car from Police Squad.
That would be cool, but that's not what you all need. The problem is nobody's going to do this except me. We need BJ and the bear with the truck.
Oh yeah. Oh no, we
Greg
need
Evigan and that monkey or orangutan,
nope.
or wherever the hell he's driving
We
around
need Smokey and the Bandit
with. Oh,
popcorn buckets.
that is like get that hand out,
That
of
would
the
sell.
bitch. Every time you put your hand into the
Nostalgia. That would sell.
You're wrong on you. Both of you are wrong.
Daddy, I want some hush puppies.
we ain't got time for that crap.
No. You're both wrong.
What is it?
I'm trying to find the name of the movie because I forgot what it was.
Well, then we're not wrong.
Oh yeah, The Great Smoky Roadblock, starring Henry Fonda.
I've never seen it.
We need to. I haven't. We need to watch this together because he plays a truck driver who's dying, and he decides to run one last run in his truck across state lines while he's dead, and it becomes a party truck. It gets a bunch of prostitutes and stuff in it. So
Do we need
Yeah,
a
but yeah,
Nakatomi
had me
Tower
at
popcorn
party
bucket?
prostitute.
Do we
What
need
was
a
that, James?
Do we need a Nakatomi Tower popcorn bucket?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
would
die
it
hard.
look something
That's-
like this?
Bitch is gonna pull it out.
Also, he's got that thing, Joe.
When'd you get that, Chad?
This is actually the special edition movie collection.
Nice.
It's in the base.
You've
when
had it a
comes-
while?
Yeah. There's in fact I've had it so long that there's one movie not included.
See, it's kind of like show and tell still. For
Yeah.
anyone still watching this, that's why
What do
I'm
you
on
mean
here, is
still
because we did
watching?
show and tell first.
What do
Oh
you
yeah,
still
and
watch?
you know how I got this cup? It was a long time ago. I found it all by myself, and
Wait, what was that?
it's the penguin
Was
from
that the
Batman
penguin?
Returns.
I
Yeah,
thought
Joe-
that was the penguin. Okay.
Joe gave it to me.
That's cool.
I have wanted this cup for a lifetime ever since I was little. And
I have, if you can see next to Homer back over there is the one of the cups from AMC.
Joe,
from-
did you find it on Marketplace? You always have your eyes
I
on
don't
Marketplace.
know. No, it wasn't
No.
Marketplace.
it's probably eBay.
I don't buy as much as I used to, so.
Sometimes on Marketplace, people are selling stuff they don't realize what it's
but
worth.
if there's a movie poster listed, it usually shows up in my feed. I probably just shows up in Chad's too. So there's several people in Louisville, but 9 times out of 10, I look and go, oh well. Well, as we wrap up, I do want to say this will be our last episode before Spawn next weekend. Spawn of Scarefest is going to be the 5th and the 6th, 4th, 5th, and the 6th, or 5th, 6th, and 7th. I get it confused.
5th through the 7th.
5th through the 7th, so
Yeah.
Friday through Sunday. If you haven't got your tickets, please go to you can go and save 10% by entering Bonehead 10 through that, or you can
Bonehead
enter
Save 10? Isn't it Bonehead,
Bonehead
Save 10?
Save 10 or something like that. If not, message me. We'll give it to you. And if not, Barbara, what's yours?
Fear Save 10. Yeah.
Fear Save 10.
For like Fear the Talking Heads. Save
Yeah,
10.
so
Yeah,
we're
it's
all
Fear Save
curious
10.
how many people actually use it. So if you're going to it, definitely try it.
Yeah, it saves you a couple bucks, 10%. So
So
covers your taxes or something like that.
absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So we're going to be doing show and tell, which is going to be a lot like this. So please show up and come to Spawn of Scarefest next week. We'd love to see you. It's going to be a small, intimate hotel show, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Come to some panels and definitely do show and tell. You have the chance to win some stuff from the Boneheads. All right. Anything else before we go? This has been our popcorn bucket.
This was fun, guys. Thanks for inviting me
Well,
on.
James said something, but I didn't hear him.
Do you want to tell them what show and tell is? I don't think we've actually said what it is on our show.
Okay, so show and tell next week will actually be where we all bring something where we're going to sit around, we're going to have some snacks and stuff, and you're going to show and tell one of the most things that means the most to you in your collection. I'm curious to see how this goes. I hope people will do it. I hope people have fun with it and just have a little bit of childhood nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah. And by
So-
the way, it doesn't have to be like a high dollar item.
No.
It could be something you have a story behind.
Some of my favorite things aren't high dollar items.
No, there's stuff that honestly I see on my shelves that just make me happy, and it's not.
Right.
My
It's not
favorite
this-
item. My favorite item I got for free.
And it's the very last, it's the very last thing after all the panels. So I
Yeah.
don't think they really have a time attached to it. Like it's not like, oh, we only have time for so many people. I think it
We-
could probably go a little long.
We could probably go a little longer. I think that
Yeah.
I think that they will be doing the prom in there later. So
At 9 o'clock.
Yeah, there is a bit of a flip there. So I
They're
don't
going
wanna
to
go
have
too
a
long.
promenade.
Yeah, I've been asked what I'm wearing. I have no ideas. So actually, if you're still listening to
We're-
this, please send me ideas. I truly
We're-
don't have a clue.
Joe
We're
is just
hoping.
gonna Joe is coming to the prom as Kermit. He told
We're-
me.
We're
I don't have
hoping.
an outfit.
We're hoping.
You're just gonna eat
Joe
a
will
you're just gonna eat a
not-
bunch of bad clams, Joe, and you'll be fine.
We're hoping that Joe does not show up in his birthday suit. That's really what we're all putting money on. That he doesn't show up nude.
Cut
That's
to
really
me, it's a pair of overalls, and I have like some sort of thing underneath it. It's like that's just what I wear for my every.
You're wearing your
birthday.
tiny red cowboy hat and have plastic guns in both hands. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew,
That's my
pew,
birthday
pew.
outfit.
Yeah, pew pew, bitches. This has been Bonehead Weekly.